Hey Amy, I'm Birkin Yakub. Nice to meet you. I will be doing my artwork, or my artwork piece will be one of David's plates, specifically this one right here, which is the scenes of David battling Goliath. So, analyzing this piece here, I wanted to focus in on one scene at a time, starting from this top view. So here we see, let's start off by saying there's two castles here. So that can indicate that there were two different empires, and here it seems that either they're emperors or whoever is leading these empires are confronting each other here. We see that there's a figure in the middle. He's larger than these two men, so you could assume that he's of some holy form or some kind of god of some sort. And right above him we see the moon and the sun here, and there's a hand reaching out to this man over here, and we could see around this man's head there's a circle, which is like a halo, indicating a halo, and that means this person is either holy, an angel, or an angel-like person, like a good person, we could say. And then coming over here, we see this guy with a helmet, nice armor, a nice spear here, and these two are just talking. Then if we come down another scene here, everything is more, how should I say, enlarged, and the people are much bigger. The focus is here, and you can see these guys, they started fighting, and these two are battling it out here while their men are just watching from behind the scenes. And we could notice here that there's very intricate designs on these people's armor and cloak and shields, and there's a lot of detail. And this is a silver plate here. It's like a token, a giant token. So we could see that these little etchings and marks were it's like a lot of detail. Like it must have been hard to do at their time with the tools that they had supplied for them. We could come down here to this last scene here, and we see the man, this good guy here, this angel-like man. He has taken, I guess you could say he took off, and he has unwielded his opponent, and he's won the battle, you could say. You see he has the knife to the man's neck. He's about to behead him, and you see a slingshot here in the background that has flung behind him, and some stones here for the slingshot. And over here we see that the shield and spear are lying away from this man. He's unarmed, and he has lost the battle. Now, going into a little more detail about this little token here. This token was found unearthed in Cyprus in the year 1902. The piece, this little token here, silver plate, was made in 639 to 630 CE, so it dates very far back. And during that time, like if you see this art piece dating back to that time, making such a thing was very unique, because not only did it take talent to make these little markings and really go into this grave detail on the armor and what people wore back then as warriors or classical heroes, but also the fact that there's scenes here. They're indicating scenes of some sort of battle, like little stories, which was an advancement of that time in artwork. There's a lot of artistic virtuosity. And this, in that time period, since it was made in Constantinople, it was during Heraclius' reign of the Byzantine Empire. And it shows, well, we could zoom in here again. This man here was David, and the other man over here was Goliath. And we could tell this because right here, this little halo was David's, indicating that he was the good guy, and I'm assuming that means that this token was made in his honor, because this was a big battle between the two, and these are scenes of their battle that enacted out. And they called David the Philistine Giant. That was one of his nicknames. And yeah, they looked at David as a hero, so I feel like they made this in his honor. And you could tell that this was like a Judeo-Christian type of piece, like it's part of their culture, because you could see some of like the designs, like the faces and how the bodies were structured a little bit bigger here. It's as if there was like Jewish art like melded into Christian art, because these were Roman soldiers, and it could have been Jewish artists that made it for the Romans. There is no indicated creator of this silver plate, but owning one of these at the time meant that that you had to either be wealthy, or you had some sort of education, or you were someone that had refined tastes towards these sort of pieces, and were very interested in these classical heroes, about their stories and tales here. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. So yeah, this was the David battling Goliath, and a very cool piece.